My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Conflict Ethic number 2. I started this off on my Facebook page and decided to just go live streaming here on my YouTube page, especially since I don't have as many followers here on YouTube as I have people in my fandom, friendom, whatever on Facebook. Why am I doing it here? Because I know this will record as well as post live streaming. Now, I don't have any guests or any of that stuff, but I want to talk to you all about accountability. And accountability. Let me explain what that means first. The fact or conduct being accountable for responsibility. All right. So we got that. I read it right there. So you guys know I can read a little bit. Maybe not as well as many others. I want to talk to you about accountability because a lot of people don't want to take accountability for the bad things that we do to others. I'm not a saint. Yes, I'm pretty sure I have done some bad things to other people, and it's all a point of view, which might have been bad to them, but it might have been to benefit me, which is not a great thing, of course. However, what's done is done. When I was younger, I did fight in the streets. It wasn't something that I should be proud of, but some of us are good at fighting, and that's what it is. Now, uh, here's my thing. I've said this 1,000 times, and now that I'm 45 years old and can never compete in the UFC due to a hip injury, and no doctor in their right mind will ever clear me to become a professional fighter, that's an opportunity gone by. All right. I can throw the book of blame at Dana White and them because now the UFC has my category of size from like 125 to 115 in the men's category, where they had the women's division was just like, I don't know if they had big women in there and that offended anybody. I'm sorry, but I don't know what the women's weight class are, but I'm probably about the size of the average Vietnamese woman, which is neither here or there. But I want to take accountability for the choices that I've made in life. I have not made the best of choices, but I never got the choice to live the life that I wanted to live because of other people and their lack of accountability. And by other people, I specifically mean family members, and y'all know who you are. I'm not going to put your name on blast. But when you don't take accountability for your actions and then you get mad about the things that you brought amongst yourself by not taking accountability, you kind of have no one really to blame but yourselves. For instance, let's go into parent childhood planning and stuff. Never take on more than you can handle. And your burden should not become your siblings' burdens. However, in my family, a lot of people don't want to take accountability for having kids before they had a plan. That's just something that I have had to accept, which in turn fucked me out of having the life that I wanted because I could have been what I wanted had I not had to sacrifice everything I wanted to help other people who should have been thinking before doing things without having a plan. Now I have a plan. I'm 45 years old and I don't have children and I don't have a wife, and that's a very sad thing because that's not how my life was supposed to turn out. But due to siblings and their inability to take accountability is how I got into this fix. Now it's not all their fault. A lot of it is my fault for not saying no. I have a problem with saying no. I try to please people too much, and I'm not going to keep doing that shit because I have lost 40 years of my life taking care of other people. That's my fault for not being able to say no. However, it is also their fault for not taking accountability on the fact that, you chose that path. I didn't choose it for you. You chose it. And let's keep this real. A lot of my siblings have had babies with men who aren't men. They're just freaking boys, and they probably are good in bed. And a big dick and a lick does not make a father. It makes a baby daddy and problems. And we're ending that right there. The problem with accountability is that no one wants to take accountability. When you do wrong to someone, you fuck them, and not in a sexual manner. You have fucked them, and if you don't care, then you can't get mad when they reach fuck it. You're like, why should I help you? You keep digging your own grave with the silver spoon. Why should I help you fuck me over and over and over again? Which is basically what I've done for 40 years of my life, helping other people shovel dirt over my grave that I've dug with a silver spoon because I wanted to help people. Now, I'm making this video not to shame my family, not to put them down, but to make sure that they know what the fuck accountability means. Because none of them want to take accountability for, hey, James, we're sorry. Oops, we got pregnant. Oops, you're going to take care of it because the people we got pregnant by don't want to do their fucking job. So you don't get to go out and do what you want to do with your life because you're going to help us. And fuck whatever you had planned because your life doesn't matter. Accountability. You see where I'm going with that. Now let's go into deeper stuff that I can be held accountable for. I got catfished by a hot broad. That's my fault. I believed all the bullshit she was saying. I lost a fuck ton of money. All right? Money that I have to struggle to earn back. Now, I've lent out a fuck ton of money. Money that people just don't know how much they owe me or refuse to pay me and look me dead in my face with a smile. But that also my fault because I didn't have to lend it. In fact, I shouldn't have lent it, and I can only kick my own self in the ass for that. Again, accountability. When you face what you're accountable for, it builds character, and then you know where you stand. A lot of people, family and friends alike, don't want to do that. But I'm not the only one who knows this. A lot of other people don't want to face accountability. They don't want to face the fact that they have wronged people. They don't want to accept that, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have thought before I did that. No one wants to do that. Why? Because accountability sucks. Let's pitch the blame to someone else. Let's throw the blame off on that black cat that crossed the street. Oh, that's why you crashed your car. Because you were superstitious and you wanted to do 3 donuts going clockwise to break the curse of a black cat. Yeah, that sounds kind of stupid, doesn't it? Well, here's the thing. If you're going to have an accident, you're going to have an accident. Just take accountability for it. You can't really blame your superstition of a black cat on that. Oh, I think I'll go out and hunt Sasquatch. I come back without an arm. Well, nobody told my dumb ass to go out and hunt Sasquatch with a fucking Gerber. All right? That would be that very big knife that I have. First and foremost, if you're out there looking for something supernatural, you should probably be careful what you wish for because you may find it and you may not like what happens to you in the aftermath of that. Accountability. Who told you to go out there? Nobody. Why did you go out there? Because I felt like it. And what happened when you get out there? Oh, a Yeti ripped off my fucking arm like they did in the $6 Million Man. Yeah, that should probably tell you that that's not a good idea. All right? And I'm not knocking anybody who's brave enough to go out and hunt down this mythical creature. I'm not going to say that it doesn't exist. I'm not going to say that it does. But I am going to say that when we find out, it's going to blow your freaking minds. I personally, on the Sasquatch thing, you should just leave it the fuck alone. It's the same thing I say about aliens. We are not the only planet in the universe, known or unknown, that supports life. But we probably shouldn't be out there antagonizing fights and shit. If they haven't come here to invade or enslave us, leave them motherfuckers alone. If they're just coming to visit, I'm not really down with getting a probe up my ass. But if you're probing someone else's, as long as it's not me, I'm not going to really feel that bad about it. No one wants anything up their ass unless you're like really into anal porn or something. But accountability on that is if you keep going to look for that shit, you may find it, and you may not find it in the peaceful manner in which you thought. Live long and prosper might not be all that live long and prospering. I am a Star Trek fan and a Star Wars fan. More Trekkie than Wars, but that's neither here or there. The fact of the matter is that no one wants to take accountability for their actions. No one. There are very brave few of us that do, in which I fall into that category. The fact that you can take accountability says something about you. Now in the Army, we learned integrity. When I was in boot camp, we had integrity checks in all 3 of the platoons that I was in before the 4th platoon in the discharge. In Bravo, we didn't really have that much accountability checks or integrity checks. In Golf, we didn't really have that much. But when I got to Delta, we had accountability and integrity checks all day, every day, especially in 2nd platoon, which is where I was at. Thank you, Drill Sergeant Amiskwa and Drill Sergeant Omberg and Drill Sergeant the young guy, the main captain. Well, I can't remember your name right now. I'm sorry. But anyway, the whole point of the matter is, and I will take accountability because I can't remember his name, but those 2 were the main 2 that taught me some really hard lessons. Drill Sergeant Amiskwa, I like to call him Drill Sergeant Aztec Warrior because I could never get his damn name right. And so I called him Drill Sergeant Aztec Warrior because I couldn't pronounce his damn name. Drill Sergeant Armbird taught me that Delta ties their damn canteens. All right. So therefore, and then our main drill sergeant, our captain, well, still can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, and I love that Captain Haynes, Drill Sergeant Haynes. Took me a minute. Sorry about that. I'm old. I'm Private Old Dick. So there, because he made me do the Obama thing. There will be change. There must be change. Don't forget your what the hell did he say? Did I drink my Ensure that morning? Yeah. So Drill Sergeant Haynes, I salute you and I love you and I thank you guys very much for making me a better man. Anyway, I do miss Delta Company. I don't miss Bravo as much as I miss Delta Company. Only sergeant really liked me in Bravo was Drill Sergeant Robbins. So, to you. Anyway, as we go on about acceptance and accountability, we don't seem to want to take accountability on a lot of major shit that goes on in America. And I bought it the military for a reason, because a lot of vets are going to be in some shit with this government shutdown that we're having right now. And our leader of the free world will be talking about that crap later on tonight, which concerns me no bit because I didn't vote for him. But I will say this. What really disdains me from him not taking accountability on some of the things that got Billy Bush fired and Billy Bush can't get arrested getting a job. Well, I kind of feel the same way. How come he got in the presidency and he said the shit? Billy Bush just agreed with him, Really? Okay. But Billy Bush got fucked royally, and he didn't even get to grab a chick by the vagina. So accountability is kind of one of those things that we all tend to take for granted. And a lot of people don't want to take the accountability serious. And it kind of reflects on where we're going in this country. I'm going to bring up one more point about accountability because it pissed me off because I didn't vote for Donald Trump. Let's get that out of the way right now. I voted for Hillary Clinton. And before Donald Trump became the president, because I'm also part Native American, I'm of Cherokee descent, in case you can't see it on my face, he swore that he had no ties with Standing Rock and that he wasn't going to touch it. And his second damn day in office, and he won't take accountability for it, but he signed over the waiver to get rid of Obama's Native American protection for Standing Rock. And Standing Rock's still happening. Just because we're not covering it anymore doesn't mean that it's not happening. And I'm sure there's a lot of people still fighting the good fight for Standing Rock. But in the end, presidential order has precedent. Now, before we go any deeper into that, if you go back and you fact check, Native Americans didn't have rights till 1924, and they were here first for 2,000 years before the Europeans and the slaves arrived here, and to not have rights kind of makes me want to have Coyote the Trickster running around and fucking shit up. However, that's not happening. It's the same thing I feel about Sasquatch. If he's running around fucking shit up, that is because of Native American things that have been happening to them. It happens. This is why these Native American guardians and stuff were summoned to begin with, because the land was pillaged, plundered, and taken, and hair and stuff scalped, chopped off, bowl cuts, being forced to go to American schools that don't teach you anything about your culture outside of, this is the rock that you're going to live on, and we got everything else. Now, accountability for that. The government has taken some accountability for a lot of things that have happened to Native Americans. They haven't taken enough accountability, but they have taken some, and giving Native Americans like discounts in colleges and stuff like that. I'm not going to say free. I've been told it was free, but you have to be like 100% pure Native American, and that shit varies from state to state, so don't believe any of that shit, which is why I said discounts on college. All right, because I still have to find money to take the DNA test to prove that I have Native American in me. I did some research on my great-grandmother on my father's side, and they have her listed on the thing as mulatto, but she was full-blooded Cherokee from Powell Height. And I'm like, how do they have her as mulatto? I watched a video with another Native American guy, not too far from here. It's not Big Bear, but it's another guy. He's like right up in the metropolitan, either towards D.C. or closer to Alexandria. But he talked about Native Americans and how we became mulattoes instead of registered as Native Americans. So you guys can find that. He's a good guy. It's a good video. Again, the government has taken accountability for that. And the same can be said for the Japanese entrapment camps, which they have taken a little bit of accountability for that. History is supplied with a lot of stuff that we don't take accountability for. Native American History Month was in February. It got moved to November because it's the month of Thanksgiving. If you watch any of those anti-Thanksgiving videos, you'll understand that they're not anti-Thanksgiving videos. They're actually based in fact and truth, which stopped me from having Thanksgiving be my favorite holiday, because being part Native American and realizing what the fuck it really was about kind of put a sour taste in my mouth. But I'm also part black and I'm also part white. So you see the conflict there. The accountability of what we do and don't do and what we're willing to accept happens. You know, they're still giving Kevin Hart a hard time about his gays and all the other comments and stuff. And he took accountability for it. He apologized twice, and it's still not enough. So when we look at ourselves in the mirror, we have to take accountability for at least one damn bad thing that we've done. Can you do that? Can you say, I am held accountable for some of my bad actions or all of my bad actions, and not just take accountability for, hey, I got a gold star in class today? I'm James Williams Jr. Come for habit number 2. Please learn to take accountability for our actions, everyone, because your choices affect everyone, if not directly, then indirectly. So please take accountability for your actions. I take accountability for mine. Like I said, I'm not a saint. I've done some bad shit in my time. I haven't killed anyone, thank God. I've probably beaten a few people who probably would rather see me dead. But, until that day comes, I have taken accountability for it. I have reached out to some people that I fought and beat when I was getting forced to do it. But, you don't have to accept my apology and you don't have to forgive me. That's well within your right. As long as I take accountability for doing it, that's a small, infinitesimal step. Again, I'm taking accountability for it because I fucking did it, Now, I never broke anybody's stuff up except for like that one guy when I got trapped in the closet. It wasn't really a closet. It was a walk-in hallway thing. I took accountability for breaking the stained glass window. But I was a scared child, and that was kind of my own fault for being a scared child. But once you conquer all your fears, taking accountability isn't that bad. I don't go around causing people problems just for the sake of causing people problems. Those are the people who definitely don't take accountability. And y'all know who the hell you are too. I'm James Williams. Come for habit number 2. Be seeing you.